Are you on the hunt for that perfect, cozy read to curl up with this holiday season? One that's just packed with festive cheer and a heartwarming romance? Well, you're in exactly the right place, because we're about to dive into a story that checks all those boxes and then some.
So we're talking about How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by the USA Today bestselling author Meghan Quinn. And honestly, just look at this cover. You can totally feel the playful, festive, and maybe just a little bit chaotic energy that this entire story is built on.
So what's this one all about? Well, at its heart, it kicks off with a classic festive feud. We're pitting two very, very different neighbors against each other right from the start. First, you have to picture this town. It's literally called Kringletown. This is a place where Christmas isn't just a holiday, it's a whole way of life. We're talking over-the-top decorations, the Christmas spirit is dialed up to 11. But, in every picture-perfect festive town, there's always one person who isn't on board. And that brings us to our main characters. On one side, you've got Cole Black. He's the resident grump of Whistler Lane, and his plans for a nice, quiet winter are about to get completely blown up. Why? Because on the other side, we have Storee Taylor, his brand new, relentlessly cheerful next-door neighbor. It is the classic, irresistible, grumpy versus sunshine dynamic. And let me tell you, it is the engine for all the fun here. So how does this neighborly tension go from just glares over the fence to an all-out war? It all comes to a head with the town's biggest event of the year, the Kringletown contest. Okay, this setup is just fantastic. Storee enters the contest for really sweet, sentimental reasons. But Cole? Nope. He joins purely out of spite, with the single goal of beating her. And his strategy? This is where it gets juicy. He decides he's going to pretend to be Mr. Christmas himself, and part of that plan involves faking feelings for Storee to get under her skin. And as any romance fan knows, a fake relationship is a trope that rarely stays fake for long. And this really is the heart of the story. The more they compete in this totally ridiculous, over-the-top contest, the more those lines between their fake rivalry and their very real developing feelings just start to blur completely.
So the premise is amazing, right? But hey, don't just take my word for it. The response from readers has been absolutely huge. Let's just take a quick look at the numbers.
On Amazon, it's holding a super strong 4 out of 5 stars. But what's really wild is that this rating is from nearly 50,000 reviews. That amount of feedback alone tells you just how massive this book's appeal is.
And then, over on Goodreads, the home for dedicated book lovers, it's got a great rating from over 148,000 readers. This isn't just some casual read. It's a book that has found a huge, enthusiastic home right in the core romance community.
And all that tells us that the magic formula here really, really works. It's this perfect mix of a cozy holiday atmosphere, that fun rivalry and tension we talked about, those heartwarming small-town vibes, the classic enemies to lovers story we all love, and it's all wrapped up with so much humor, sweetness, and a dash of Christmas magic.
So when you put it all together, the big question is, could this be your next holiday read?
I mean, it is a perfect example of that beloved enemies to lovers trope. Where two people start off as total opposites, maybe they can't even stand each other, but they find themselves falling for each other anyway. If that's your jam, this is definitely for you. So if you're looking for a story that's going to make you laugh out loud, but also has that genuine sweetness and that unmistakable feeling of Christmas magic, then yeah, this might be exactly what you need this holiday season. You can see for yourself if the grumpy neighbor Cole and the super sunny Storee can actually get over their rivalry and find their happily ever after in Kringletown. The link to this book is in the video description.